UK Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Champions Invitational is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be following this featured group because there are rumours of a rivalry brewing between these two players.
Well, Henny, it sounds like they're trying to beat young Will Zalatoris. I'm really looking forward to this matchup.
Oh, as am I. Wily Will found his way onto the tour in a very unusual manner, and he kept himself there. The pressure is not too much for him. He can handle anything. He's a fierce young man. A young man of the future, and I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with his game. Where can you beat him? Where can you see any of those defenses? He's very confident, and as I said, Luke, he can take that pressure.
Yeah, well, he might be slight in stature. I think he's 160 pounds wringing wet, but he's big on confidence and bold with his iron play. There is not a flag he won't fire at, so if you want to beat Will Zalatoris, you better go hole hunting. That one's heading out to the right. That one seemed to get away from them, Rich.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
And here we are with their fourth. Yeah, good effort, that one, out of the bunker. So it'll be a bogey on the scorecard to begin the round.
Not what they're looking for. A little nervy out there so far.
Here we are at the second tee. Oh, I could watch that swing all day. That's beautiful. Well, Rich, it's become a bit of a new age thing on tour. A couple of rivalries that heat up on social media. We've seen a number of other players that call each other out. What have you made of this social media age?
Well, you better have thick skin if you're going to get into the social media arena. Thankfully, they didn't have it when I was out there on tour because I don't know if I could handle it. I certainly couldn't be trusted with it back then. But I think if you're going to go into that arena, you have to treat social media like it's just something that it's fun to do. If you do go down that rabbit hole in social media, you better be prepared for the consequences.
Found the green side bunker. Looking for an up and down here. This would be a great up and down. Like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
So after that hole, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Let's see what happens here at the third hole. That one's heading down Broadway. Rich, there's plenty of paths to the PGA Tour, but few seem to bash their way to the PGA Tour quicker than Will Zalatoris. It was an immediate impact he had, and it's just such an exciting game he possesses.
Watching him go from the Korn Ferry Tour and essentially bypassing all of that fairly immediately with the 3 wins and getting onto the PGA Tour and having such a profound effect when he was out there really is quite astonishing. Without getting the win, but seemingly in contention each and every week out there, you feel the sky is the limit for what's going to happen with this young man. He is so disciplined in what he does in a round of golf. He's got a great mind in the way that he approaches the game and how he advances the golf ball to point A to point B to point. He sees this golf course 3 shots in advance. It's just kind of like it's right there in front of him. He reminds me of an old school pool player who he's already made all the shots. Now just has to go ahead and just sink the next one because he set himself up perfectly for the next one. It's impressive.
Oh, dear. Can he get out of here?
He's going to need a digging truck, maybe? I don't think a sand wedge is good enough to get this out.
Just be a little bit more committed on this shot. Sitting at +1. Okay, so that's step one, but now got to hold a mid-range putt. I like the look of this. Yeah, nicely holed. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Trailing by 7 after that hole. Well, it's time to clear the mind of that double bogey. Step up onto the tee with a bit more confidence. Choosing the 9-iron here.
They've chosen to club down on this one.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. Always nice to have a birdie putt.
What a putt. Started this perfectly.
5 feet coming up to the cup. That will work. Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. Here we are at the 6th hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Wow, that's bold. This next shot coming up from the sand. Oh, that one just missed the hole. Just 3 feet to the cup.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Sitting at a couple over for the day.
Up the leaderboard.
That's some good golf right there.
Well, I think they're attacking this one. They're really going to go for it.
Getting ready to play their third. Well, he can hand that sandwich back to the caddy and reach for the putter. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie.
And this putt to draw even with Will Zalatoris.
Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. And we've arrived at a par 3. Going with the hybrid. Looks like this one's going to the beach. That's not the outcome they were after.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
Here's Will Zalatoris. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? And the players left with an opportunity to get up and down here from the sand. Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this. That's impressive. Way to dig your way out of a hole.
Good par save there from the greenside bunker. Job well done.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on. That's a good-looking shot there. And he's down there.
Setting up here from about 180 yards. What a drive that was. F1, watch out.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
This is an extremely long putt. You might even have to hinge on this one.
They've got this to get ahead of Will Zalatoris and leave him in their dust trail.
Was on a good line.
Well, this is one of those lies that dictates a shot. It doesn't seem like it's a tough one.
Oh, unlucky there. I'd hoped the flag would have helped them. Okay, that hole's behind you now.
Time now to make the turn for home, Rich, and this is an exciting part of the championship. What are your thoughts on this performance?
Well, Luke, I've been enjoying this pair of rivals we are following today. The two of them are pretty even for the event so far. Very interested to see who will come out of this with the bragging rights.
Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
This reminds me of my breakfast. Nice fried egg.
Ah, that's not the shot he was hoping for. And here we are with the third shot. Well, that's a chance still to get up and down if they can hold a monster. Oh, this would be a big birdie here. Good putt to make.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
That'll sting a bit. Just a 4-footer remaining. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Teeing off now at the 11th hole. Looks like this one's contracted the dreaded hooks. Well, let's see how this shot goes from the fairway bunker. That was a little loose. Don't expect a good lie here. Sitting at 2 over for the day. And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, 15 feet out. He's been staring this one down, trying to save par.
This one's online. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's one stroke in front of his rival so far today. Great stuff.
Oh, almost went in. And let's see what that super shot did to the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. We have a par 3 on this one. Opting for the 9-iron. And that one's headed to the drink. This lie's not great. Going with the 9-iron, I think. That's a little wayward.
Can't fault him there. This rough is nasty. No fault in missing the green.
How close was that to going down? And currently leading this tournament is Tony Finau. Lovely playing.
Quite often the hardest hole in golf, a long par 4. Certainly good at making the birdies, but let's avoid those bogeys. Oh, absolutely flushed. Second shot here on their 13th hole. And choosing the 8-iron here. It's just a tad offline, that one. Headed towards the left. Getting ready to play their third. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
And down she goes.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And after that hole, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. And now at +4 for the round.
And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
A nice little draw. Nothing sweeter.
Sometimes you hit some good ones, sometimes you hit some bad ones.
Putting for birdie here.
Surely it's going to.
Fair effort that. Good birdie. Now 7 shots behind after that. This hole here is a par 4. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker.
Wind moving the golf ball left to right.
Chosen the pitching wedge here.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
That was a gallant attempt.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Ouch, that hurts. Now that mighty shot was certainly worth a move up the leaderboard. Let's see what it's done. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Let's see what happens here at the 16th. Going with the pitching wedge here.
That's not the shot they're after.
Wind got that one and took it wayward.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Oh, I thought that one was going in. This is a bogey putt coming up.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
And how did that great shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Just a couple to go. Let's see how you handle the penultimate hole. Well struck. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135. Over 300 yards from the tee as well. That's pretty solid. Wow, showing Will Zalatoris that this rivalry is indeed not to be taken lightly.
This putt coming up.
Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
And with that, that's their fourth birdie. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. Teeing off here at the lucky last, the 18. This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Getting ready to play their third. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
And another round safely in the books. So the opening round in the books, Rich. Impressed with your efforts here in the booth. Thanks for your time.
Well, I tell you, it's always a pleasure working alongside you there, my friend. 3 more rounds to go. Looking forward to it.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.